Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach Chodesh. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity. And your few Akwat as well, that's listening with sincerity. All right, today, just going to be back at you guys through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I'm going to title this one, Accepting Rebuke. Okay, because we know that rebuke or reprove is part of our culture. Okay, whenever you see your neighbor, your fellow neighbor, your brethren doing something wrong, according to the laws of the Heavenly Father, you ought to rebuke the man. Okay, and if the man is a wise man or she, they're supposed to what? Receive that rebuke and analyze and say, okay, what am I doing wrong? Let me fix it. Okay, not buck up and make an excuse and say, no, I'm not going off. You're going off. No, just accept it. Okay? You know what? Let's start with 2 Timothy 4, because I said how that rebuke is part of our culture. Right? So let's read this. This is 2 Timothy 4 in we'll start at verse 2. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. You see? So the Apostle Paul, he was, telling Timothy to preach the word, to be in season, out of season, or to what? To reprove and rebuke, okay, his people, man. Because even when we go out there in the highways and hedges, what are we doing? We're reproving our nation, okay? Like it says in Isaiah, to cry out loud, spare not, and show my people their sins. You know, part of us showing our people their sins is what reproving them, saying, yo, you're going off there. You're not supposed to eat swine. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to commit adultery. That's a reprove. That's a rebuke. Okay? Let's see that word real quick, reprove. In the blue letter, in the Greek, it says, elegko, which says to convict, refute, confute, generally with the suggestion of shame of the person convicted. Yeah, of course you're gonna feel shameful, when you get rebuked, when you're going off. It doesn't feel good. Okay? It doesn't feel good getting rebuked, but it's necessary. It's necessary for you to see your flaw, your fault. Okay? And if you don't want to feel that feeling again, then hey, be on point. Okay? Regardless, hey, in this walk of ours, we are going to get rebuked and reproved. It's just part of the walk. It says a righteous man falleth 7 times and getteth back up. Okay, it's how you take that reprove. Are you gonna get back up or stay down and say, "Oh no," and justify yourself and your shame? Okay. It says here to find fault with, correct. Yeah, correct. That's what it is, man. To reprehend severely, chide, admonish, reprove. To reprimand severely. Sometimes, you will get reprimanded severely, man. It's gonna come out harsh because we are men in this ministry, man. Not every rebuke is going to be soft. Oh, yo, brother, Salakia, I saw you did this. It's not. No, sometimes it's going to be harsh. Brother, you're going off there, man. That was not right, man. Sometimes it is going to be severe. Okay? Because we're supposed to see our faults and fix up, man. Accepting rebuke. Okay, so now let's get this. All right, and Psalms 141 and verse, and let me say this too, and if you're a person that's meek, humble, you're gonna accept the rebuke, man. Okay? A person that refuses to accept rebuke, really, there's pride within them, because they don't want to be wrong. They want to be right all the time. It's not supposed to be so. Okay, let's read this. This is Psalms 141 and verse 5. It says, let the righteous smite me, and it shall be a kindness. Let him reprove me, and it shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head. For yet my prayer also shall be in their calamities. You see, the psalmist here is saying what? This is the Psalm of David, right? When you would go to the first verse, it says, a Psalm of David. So King David is saying here, let the righteous smite him, man. Meaning what? Reprove him. Let the righteous tell me where I'm going wrong. Let the righteous tell me what my fault is, where I'm going off at. And what? It shall be a kindness. Okay? Because if you're going off, here it is, your fellow brethren is not telling you what you're doing wrong. Really, They're not showing you love. Okay? Part of you reproving your neighbor, that's showing them love. That's love right there, man. Which the world sees reprove or rebuke as hate, man. Why are you hating, man? I'm not hating you for anything. I'm showing you love because you're going off, man. I don't want people to see you in your folly, in your shame, right? Really, it's a kindness. Like King David is saying here, man. Right? Let him reprove me and he shall be an excellent oil, man. It's going to be an anointment, man. That shall not break my head, for yet my prayer shall be in their calamities. And if you're a righteous man, you're going to see as something beneficial for you. You're going to be like, oh, the water, brother, man. Hey, you know? You have that brother in your prayers, like King David said. Okay? Now let's get this as well. In the book of Proverbs, 27. No, it's not 27. Hold on. Let me type it in real quick. Is it 25? Yep. Proverbs 25. Okay, Proverbs 25 and verse 12, it says, as an earring of gold and as an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. Yeah, it's like an earring of gold. Okay? You know, if to a wise to obedient ear, it's like a earring of gold, man. You see, a jewelry. You see? But to a wicked man, they're not gonna see it as, they'll be like, yo, hey, you're hating, man. Yo, why you hating so much, bro? You know, they're always gonna make an excuse, man, to justify their folly, man. Okay, which none of us are perfect. We're striving to be perfect. So once again, there's gonna be times where you're gonna do certain things wrong, and it takes another man to tell you where you're going off at, man, because we can't see all our flaws. You know what I mean? That's why let's get this next verse in Proverbs 27 and verse 19. It says, as in water answereth to face, so the heart of man to man. You see, just like you can see a reflection in water. So, the same way, another man's mind is going to tell you what your flaw is, where you're going off at. Okay, because to you, you know, it might seem like it's righteous. You might seem like you're doing the right thing. But little do you know, you're being deceived, right? Like it says, you know, a man's way seemeth right in his own eyes. There's another one, but this one is still good. This is Proverbs 16 and verse 25. It says, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. This one is still good, but there's another one that I'm thinking of. How does it go again, man? Damn. I forgot the wording, but there's a precept where it basically says, you know, how you justify your own thoughts or whatever. Damn. I forgot the wording, man. That would have been fire right there, man, to solidify the point. But regardless, you know, because, you know, like it says in Jeremiah 17, is it 17? It says in Jeremiah, like, you know, the mind is desperately wicked. Let's get that one, okay? Let's get that one. Hopefully it comes to mind, the one I'm thinking. I know it's in Proverbs. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 17 and verse 9. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Yeah. Your heart, meaning your mind, is desperately wicked, man. So, of course, whenever you do folly or you do something that's going off, your mind will justify it. Sometimes, you know, Satan might come into your mind and justify it with scriptures. Where you're going off at to make an excuse. Saying, oh, like, brother, you know, scriptures say this, so, you know, really I wasn't going off. No, you are going off. There's a reason why it's being pointed out. There's a reason why the Lord put the spirit on that man to say, yo, you're going off here. It's not for no reason. Okay? And if you're a wise man, you will consider and self-examine yourself and say, yo, I'm actually going off on this point. Damn. You know, and you say salakia, or, you know, you ask the Lord for forgiveness. You know, you tell the brother at the water for showing me my flaw, you know, where I'm going off at. You know what I mean? I want to get this as well in Ecclesiasticus, because this tells you how that, you know, Man always finds an excuse, or according to, how does it go again? Damn, hold on. Let me type it in. Excuse 32. Okay, Sirach 32 and 17. So this is the book of Sirach 32 and verse 17. It says, a sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. You see, a sinful man will not be reproved, man. That's why I'm saying you're supposed to accept rebuke. Are you a sinful man? No, you're a righteous man. So if you're a righteous man, don't be always trying to find an excuse whenever you're getting rebuked because it doesn't feel good, because your flesh is being all squeamish. No, accept it, man. That's part of being a man. Part of being a man is taking accountability. Let's get that word real quick. Accountability, man. We're supposed to hold ourselves accountable for our actions, man. Okay? You not being accountable, really, that's a female trait, man. Okay? So this is the word accountability in the etymology online. It's a state of being answerable. Okay? Let's get the word accountable. It says accountable, answerable, liable to be called to account. See, you got to be liable to be called to account and not make an excuse and say, no, that wasn't me, whatever excuse, man. It's not supposed to be so. You have to hold yourself accountable. Men of the Lord, they hold themselves accountable for their actions, accountable for when they're going off. Okay, not making excuses. Okay, and pointing the finger to the next man, or how come this brother's doing that and I'm not allowed? Whatever. It's not supposed to be so, man. Let's see what it says in the regular Google. Accountability meaning and the regular Google definition. It says the fact or condition of being accountable, responsibility. Okay, you hold yourself responsible for your actions, man. Okay, and not putting it off as if you did not just did that. Here it is. There was witnesses. That's why you're being brought up to counsel to say, yo, you got to fix this up. However that it may be, man. Okay, so we have to accept rebuke, man. Like we read in 1 and 2 Timothy 4, that's part of our culture. Our people were constantly getting rebuked. When you read the scriptures, man, the scriptures, mass majority of it is Israel getting rebuked by the prophets, man. How the Lord's comparing them to the Canaanites, and how that they ought to repent for their actions. That's just being reproved right there, man. But at the end of the day, only the elect, will accept rebuke and fix up and go to the next glory. Okay, and if you're not of the elect, then you're going to find excuses, and then eventually you're going to be weeded out and fall out, man. Okay, because you're not being obedient. All right. Hey, I'm going to close it off there, man. Giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachach Chodesh. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm going to say Shalom.